This is putting more gulf, more daylight between lagging legacy rivals going through this electric transition.
That this AI rally still has room to run. When you talk about that growth, talk about the appetite, the investment plans that we're hearing.
And now the question is he fully engaged, right? The board would argue, hey, they had a deal, they should pay out that deal.
All that and more. So let's get to it. Tesla stock is down in the pre-market almost 1%, sitting at $175 per share. Got a couple of options that expire at the end of the week. We've sold a 180 call. Maybe that gets called away. If it does, we have the 175 call as insurance. But who knows, maybe I'll feel like selling cash covered puts with the funds acquired from the selling of 100 shares. Now, I'm in the camp that believes Tesla will be the most valuable company in a decade's time, but I am mildly invested in where it goes in the immediate to short term. Decisions.
This is putting more gulf, more daylight between lagging legacy rivals going through this electric transition fundamentally. When you look at someone like Toyota, who has been big on hybrids, or even someone like Volkswagen, they've been very much struggling over the last couple of years of trying to grapple with where they go and pursue this electric transition. And so for someone like BYD, who is a leading seller of electric and hybrid vehicles, they've just come out with a new set of technology for its hybrid powertrains. Basically, you could essentially drive from New York to Miami, or even Brisbane to Melbourne on a single charge and with one full tank of fuel. So it's for them really setting a gauntlet to these lagging electric legacy rivals on electric. And so it's quite fascinating to see just this pace of development, and particularly for someone like BYD, who's decided that this new technology will be in some of its cars coming out immediately and will be priced under 100,000 yuan, which is about $13,800 US.
Damn, hybrids are already going to go extinct. Now BYD comes along and says you're even doing the hybrids wrong? Toyota, Ford, and any other legacy auto manufacturer that says hybrids are going to be an option, not yours. That's a hybrid vehicle. And even still, in a few years, that will be entirely unnecessary. But it should give you pause that if you're considering a hybrid before you leap to battery electric vehicles, know that all dinosaurs aren't created equal.
This sort of range is a lot bigger than its rivals within China. But what, for instance, are Japanese automakers or Korean automakers thinking about this?
I mean, it's really simple. In order for the legacy auto manufacturers to accomplish this feat, the pure battery side of this powertrain must be quite efficient.
I think for Japanese automakers, it's particularly like Toyota. Even yesterday, they've come up with its own kind of pursuit of hybrids, where they're banking on alternative fuels on top of gasoline to help it manage this transition to EVs and hybrids in future. So Toyota's making its own bets, in particular on how it wants to pursue this future transition. And so it's taking a little bit of a different step, but they're very much in a kind of development phase. And so they've still got a long way to go, even though they have existing hybrids but are not as powerful as, say, like BYD's. They will have a lot more to do in order to catch up.
Damn, that is quite ridiculous. A long way to catch up to something that's going to be irrelevant anyways.
NVIDIA shares are moving higher, by 3% this morning after Tesla CEO Elon Musk told investors that his AI startup will be working on building a supercomputer that will power the next version of its AI chatbot.
Whether it be XAI, Tesla, or whatever company he decides to purchase those NVIDIA chips with, Elon plans to have a hand in guiding where this technology is going to go. Considering the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, has said that Tesla has the most advanced autonomous driving software, it should be of no surprise when Tesla or XAI start surpassing Wall Street expectations.
Reportedly, the supercomputer would be powered by NVIDIA's AI chips. You're taking a look at shares of NVIDIA higher by about 3.2% pre-market here. This would be a huge deal as just another massive order for NVIDIA, but at the same time, it's also a massive deal for XAI. $6 billion in a raise there.
It is, and it kind of goes around the excitement surrounding AI, why so many people on the street, when it comes to strategists, when it comes to analysts here covering the technology sector, and specifically some of these chip names very closely, saying that this AI rally still has room to run. When you talk about that growth, talk about the appetite, the investment plans that we're hearing from CEOs, from executives across the board, just in terms of where they are prioritizing their investments, a lot of that having to do with AI. But when it comes
Elon Musk's AI startup, XAI, announcing a $6 billion fundraise over the weekend, lifting the valuation, according to Musk, to $24 billion. Joining us right now with more on this and the latest Musk pay package drama is Tim Higgins. He is the Wall Street Journal business columnist. And Tim, what do you think here? Clearly some demand for XAI.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a few months ago, the Wall Street Journal and others were reporting a lot less money was being raised. And so just kind of showing that there's this huge enthusiasm among some investors to be part of that Elon Musk magic, right? The concern, I think, for some out there in the Elon world is if you're a Tesla investor, what does this mean for Elon Musk's kind of AI ambitions, his broader ambitions? You've got XAI, a private company, a separate company. You've got Tesla, a publicly traded company, a totally separate company, all under the kind of Elon Musk umbrella.
Now I can already see where this is going. Should the shareholders vote against Elon Musk's pay package, which they shouldn't, the worry is that Elon Musk will pack up his things and move on over to XAI. But I'm here to tell you, don't worry your pretty little head over it. XAI is going to focus more on the large language model, which will probably have more initial uses for X before it's integrated into anything possible for Tesla. But eventually you could see the benefits of XAI being integrated into Tesla vehicles, the Optimus bot. But we're not even anywhere close to that stage at the moment. Real advances in AI for Elon Musk will be solving for general autonomy. That requires the millions of Tesla vehicles on the roads. And when you're talking about the large manufacturing scale that comes with building a generalized autonomous humanoid robot, that obviously leans in the camp of Tesla versus an XAI. While XAI is in its infancy, Elon's going to have to dedicate some of his time there, no doubt. But don't get it twisted. Elon's got much invested in solving for general autonomy. Rest assured, Elon Musk isn't going anywhere.
The broader question I think Tesla investors are kind of grappling with right now is, where is Elon Musk's ambition for AI? For so many years, he was selling Tesla as the idea of this AI company. It was going to usher in autonomous vehicles. It was going to have humanoid robots. And now he's talking about XAI as this huge potential for AI. We see it doing the same kind of things as OpenAI, but where is the AI future that Elon Musk is projecting, is envisioning, and which company is going to benefit from his vision?
The answer to that question is all of them, Tim. All of them. Tesla is still going to usher in an age of autonomy. When these products need a large language model integrated into their systems, Elon doesn't want to be beholden to Microsoft or Alphabet, especially if he has an issue with how those large language models are being developed. So to quote Russ, Elon just said, "F it, I'll do it myself."
It's interesting, Tim. You tie that back to this pay package. Over the weekend, we had Glass Lewis saying that shareholders shouldn't vote to reinstate his pay package that the Delaware court struck down.
F***ing clowns. Pay that man his money.
But you bring up the very wise point that this valuation, XAI story, is more closely tied to that than you might realize. If he doesn't get that pay package, it probably worries Tesla shareholders that he's even more likely to spend less time with Tesla and focus far more on XAI and the other components of the other things he cares about, like SpaceX.
Planet have you been on? Elon Musk is more than capable of handling XAI and all of the other companies that he happens to be in charge of. The reason being is because he surrounds himself with a crazy amount of talent. On top of being a crazy talented engineer, his best skill might be drawing out the talent of others around him. A mutual desire to achieve the impossible for the greater good of humanity. Reusable rockets? Neuralink? bypassing crazy traffic with tunnels, disrupting the automotive industry, about to disrupt the energy sector. This man is doing everything, and like LL Cool J, this man is doing it and doing it and doing it well. If you're worried about Elon Musk's undivided attention, you might be investing in the wrong places.
The pay package originally was done in 2018, and the board at Tesla was really concerned or really wanting to ensure that they were getting a fully engaged CEO at Tesla, right? That Elon's big game was being brought at this company. Now the question is he fully engaged, right? The board would argue, hey, they had a deal, they should pay out that deal. But some investors are clearly seeing this as a referendum on, hey, is Elon fully engaged at Tesla? Even Elon Musk has suggested that if he doesn't get 25% control of Tesla, he would be worried about doing AI and robotics at the company. And that worries some. Some investors see that as a signal that he's is in some ways suggesting he might take that technology elsewhere or those big ideas elsewhere, and Tesla would lose out on them.
In my humble opinion, that's absolutely ridiculous. There's a reason why these things are being developed at Tesla, because that company is most adept at handling these particular situations. To move these technologies to an XAI or even SpaceX or any other private company he may have would be unnecessarily arduous.
Tesla without Elon Musk is kind of hard to comprehend.
Absolutely. There's clearly a premium in that stock because of Elon. He and the company are in a lot of ways intertwined as a brand. But the other question kind of arises, can Elon go without Tesla? It is such a huge part of his fortune, his personal fortune. So much is tied up in that stock price for him personally and for his other companies. So it's almost a game of chicken here.
In conclusion, is your hybrid vehicle capable of achieving what BYD has done? Of course not. But the real question is, do you believe that Toyota or any other legacy auto manufacturer will be capable of achieving this feat without going bankrupt? I wonder what kind of hybrid vehicle Tesla could create if they were interested in creating relics. And a lot of attention has gone to XAI as it has drummed up some more funding. But why should Tesla shareholders care? Is this where Elon Musk will head if he doesn't get paid? Shunning all of the aspirations and ambitions of Tesla's mighty goal to accelerate the transition to a sustainable energy economy? Get the out of here with that nonsense. XAI is going to have a purpose, and that's fostering a large language model that is accurate and generally curious, which is entirely separate at the moment for solving general autonomy. Now, I know many investors believe that if we don't pay Elon Musk that 2018 pay package, he could pack up his things and leave. I mean, he could always do that even if he does get paid. The reason to pay him is to honor the deal that was struck. Milestones believed impossible, then achieved under Elon Musk's vigilant watch. We need to pay this man what he is owed so that we can get on to the next compensation package. What are the current milestones that Tesla's board and, more importantly, Wall Street thinks is impossible to achieve? Because once Tesla achieves those milestones, the valuation of the company will go through the roof. There is no need to worry about Elon Musk and his undivided attention. There is no replacing an Elon Musk, but all of those intelligent people orbiting this man on a daily basis at all of his various different companies can only benefit humanity in the long run. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.